I am against euthanasia due to a variety of reasons. Firstly, although euthanasia may have the ability of ending someone's suffering, there are many treatments out there in the world today which will both take victims' pain away as well as let them live their lives, such as palliative care. Leading on from this, although such treatments may be difficult, it can be said that euthanasia can be used as an easy way out, leading people to opt for euthanasia rather than put in extra effort to attempt to save the person and cure them.
Your turn.
The option of euthanasia is the idea that the elderly and disabled are being a burden towards their families and themselves. Now, I think that the quality of life should not be judged by others, as it is a subjective topic. Now, I feel that the idea of euthanasia damages the value of the sanity of people's lives and should be discouraged because it promotes the idea that there are some people that do not have an option. And
thank you.
What is the definition of euthanasia? This is the painless killing of a patient suffering from an incurable and painful disease or in a coma. What's the definition of suicide? The act of killing oneself intentionally. What do they both have in common? A life is taken from this world. What don't they have in common? One is legalized in some countries, but the other is not. Doesn't that statement contradict itself? Euthanasia is accepted, but suicide is not, even though they both link to the theme of intentional death. Not only is it hypocritical, but it's also wrong. To commit euthanasia is to act with the aim that somebody is a nobody. To commit euthanasia is to fail to see the value or dignity of a person. The judgment that what has value somehow does not have value. That is both logically and morally wrong.
Okay, thank you very much, Team Freedom Fighters. So, as you've seen, we've heard some very, very powerful points coming from each team, and the judges have been taking notes, as have each team, based on what their opposition is saying. So now that we've finished with the round of introductory speeches based on their topics and whether they're arguing for or against, we're going to head over into the actual debating round where each team is going to be interacting with each other in an attempt to put another team's point down or in an attempt to make their point look stronger. So what I'm going to do is how it's going to work is I'm going to ask one team to start off with a starting point.
Yeah.
You make the point, and then the other team is then going to respond, and we're going to keep on going back and forth until I call an end to it. Then we're going to move on to this team with the starting point, and you respond. Do you get that? Mm-hmm. So it's going to be like an actual debate, but that's going to happen after the break. So make sure you stay seated and watching, because after the break we have the biggest part of today's show coming up as both teams go head to head in order to prove their point.
Yeah.